Well, they did it. The Clippers gave up on Lob City. Now, you may think this is a bad thing, but it simply isn't. After Chris Paul has been a Clipper for 6 seasons, here's what they have accomplished. Yep, I'm sure this is going to be a hard transition for Clippers fans, as if you look at the history of the Clippers, well, I'll just say it ain't pretty. But in a way, this was really good for the Clippers. The biggest thing about this is that they actually got something back for Paul. Is it much? Actually, for a sign and trade, it was a lot. Getting Lou Williams was purely for salary reasons. Same thing for Patrick Beverley. But they also got Montrezl Harrell and Sam Decker, as well as a first rounder. And between Decker and Harrell, I think Decker has a better chance of being a real NBA player. He's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. He's fairly athletic and has the frame to be a great scorer and defender. Ironically, Harrell has better stats than Decker, but I think they're both very raw. And with Decker's frame, I think he has just way more raw potential. And if I were to compare him to anyone in the NBA, I'd probably compare him to Chandler Parsons, just hopefully without the injuries or the stupid contract. He's got size, he can shoot, and has defensive potential. And as for Harrell, like I said, he has better stats than Decker, but he's a 6'8" power forward, and he's short. And he doesn't exactly make up for it in muscle, as he's only 230 pounds. But he's a great athlete, a solid defender, and he makes hustle plays, which is always valuable. And my player comparison for him would be Kenneth Faried, an athlete and hustle player. And his mid-range jumper is actually decent, as he shoots 45% from mid, so he's more versatile offensively than Faried is. So that's who they got in return for the third best point guard in the NBA. Oh no, Clippers fans, don't faint with excitement over these guys. I know they're overwhelmingly great. Honestly though, the Clippers could have gotten nothing, so with these guys, where do they go from here? Well, first of all, don't re-sign Blake Griffin. He's already 27, his bones are made of glass, and he's not even that great to begin with. The Clippers need to rebuild, and re-signing a 27-year-old with terrible knees is not how you do that. Though I'm sure Blake has little interest in re-signing anyways. And they need to trade DeAndre Jordan. Now, I know he's good, but again, with the age, already 28, and he's shown little signs of seriously improving his game over the years, which has always made me question his work ethic, and he has a game that does not age gracefully. As for who might have interest, the Suns desperately need a center, and I could see Dragan Bender, TJ Warren, and Tyson Chandler's bad contract for DJ, or perhaps in a lesser deal the Wizards would take him for Ian Mahinmi, Kelly Oubre Jr., along with a pick or two. I don't know the perfect trade, but move him for as many assets as possible. Also, Lou Williams should be traded for a pick. A team like the Wizards could use him. Same for the Memphis Grizzlies. They could definitely use a bench scorer like Lou Will. As for free agency, they need to target young players. I'll be getting a little redundant here as I've mentioned these names before. Allen Williams from the Suns, an old school big who can rebound and defend. Ben McLemore is a gamble, but he could be a lot better in a different system. Now with the Clips, they are a bit different than other rebuilding teams because they have a lot of cap space. So I'd throw big contracts at Otto Porter Jr., Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Tim Hardaway Jr., Nerlens Noel, and JaMychal Green. The size of those contracts depending on the talent level of those players. Also, probably the biggest decision for the Clippers' future, fire Doc Rivers. This dude is a mediocre coach and an even more mediocre GM. With the Big Three and JJ Redick for multiple seasons, he somehow never was able to convince a 3-and-D wing to join the team. Seriously, not even one. With a team that the Clippers had, if I was a 3-and-D wing on the open market, that would have been the first team I talked to. And apparently he decided not to trade for Carmelo Anthony because it included his son Austin Rivers, who is an okay backup at best. But he didn't want to trade him because he is his son, mixing his personal life with his professional life. He's incompetent, and they can simply do better. So my lineup projection for them going into next season, if they made a few of the moves in this video: Patrick Beverley at the 1, Tim Hardaway Jr. at the 2 because I think they could sway him away from the Hawks, Sam Decker at the 3 who has a lot of potential, Alan Williams at the 4 as a defender and rebounder, Dragan Bender acquired in a potential trade for DJ. Off of the bench, Austin Rivers at the 1, Ben McLemore at the 2 who can hopefully be good on a different team, TJ Warren as a bench scorer, also acquired in a trade for DJ. Montrezl Harrell at the 4 as a hustle and defensive player, and Tyson Chandler at the 5, again acquired in a DJ trade. They would be one of the worst teams in the NBA, and none of those players I just listed have real star potential, but again, it could have been worse. That's the end of this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more NBA content like this, and cue the outro music.
I dare you play your cards, boy, you bet I'm a trendsetter too. Fire when the strobe hits you.
That's it, Brian?